Thanks for having me. We've heard a lot of very interesting presentations already. Some of them discuss some of the topics that we'll see in my slides later on. My presentation is on the future of internet retail. So what is the future holding for that channel? Is it going to be drone-based? Let's find out. So before I start, I just wanted to kind of give you a few numbers so you keep in mind. Asia generated 285 billion of sales through the internet channel in 2014. Internet retail generated about 30% growth last year, and this is one of the fastest growth globally. And the biggest retailer, online retailer in Asia, is generated 72 billion. So I'm not going to say who it is now. We'll find out later in the slides. All the data that you see in the slides is from our own research at Euromonitor. Euromonitor is a market research company, and we researched this across 80 markets. In addition to retail data that we have 20 other industries. So I'm going to look at Asia Pacific in context, so how things work, what are the online opportunities, and what is the road ahead. So let's look at how is Asia comparing to the rest of the world. So in terms of overall retail sales, Asia is the biggest global market, generated 4.5 trillion sales, bigger than Western Europe, North America. In terms of growth, it is one of the most dynamic markets as well. It's expected to generate a trillion additional new sales in the next 5 years. So this is represented by the orange bars on the slide. In terms of growth, 14% CAGR in the next 5 years, second only to Midwestern Africa, which is very, very small in comparison to Asia and much more dynamic in this sense. And how is internet retail comparing to that? Well, on this slide we have a lot of different things, so let me explain this quickly. Internet retail is actual sales are represented by the orange orange bars. Total retail is the dark blue, and internet is the light blue on top. So internet, especially in the last few years, has been growing tremendously at over 30%, which is about four times faster than the total retail growth in Asia Pacific. And it's not just the Asia Pacific story, it's happening everywhere, and this is the fastest growing channel across all countries that we research. But often I hear the comment, well, it is growing really quickly, but it's very small. Of course it's going to grow very quickly. So how does it compare, what its magnitude is? And here on this slide I'm showing the incremental sales, so the additional new sales that happened between 2009 and 2014, and the forecasted additional new sales. The historic data is in orange, the forecasted data is in blue, and I have internet retail and the biggest other store-based channels compared in terms of actual growth. And you can see quite clearly here that internet is the fastest performing channel in terms of incremental new sales. It's going to outgrow channels like supermarkets, apparel and footwear, and this is places where consumers go physically to shop. They're not going out of business, but they're generating much less additional new income. Why is internet retailing growing so quickly? So I don't want to spend too much time on this. A lot of this we've touched on in the previous sessions. So I'm just going to summarize some of the more important things. Price is a really key driver. This is very important for consumers in Western Europe, North America, but it's also equally important in Asia Pacific. And obviously internet is the place where consumers can shop and compare easily prices. Availability throughout the day, perfect for people who have kids and kind of wake up in the middle of the night to buy something for their kids. You're working till long hours, so this is a perfect place to shop. Extensive product ranges. There is no physical retailer at the moment that can match the availability of product range that is available online. For comparison, Walmart would have about 50,000 SKUs. Amazon would have a couple of million SKUs. Product information, so this goes beyond the product specifics, so size, color, weight of the product. But more importantly is usability of the product, customer reviews, and some of the presenters talked about it earlier. This is very, very important for consumers to know how to use the product and what other consumers think of that product as well.